So I'm at module 3, activity 3, troubleshoot creating an EC2 instance using the AWS CLI. So it basically wants me to create and troubleshoot a LAMP stack. Here's the architecture, and the objective says me to start the lab, which I have already done. Let me go to AWS. So meanwhile, let's check the task. It says to connect. So either we're using Windows or using the Linux. So basically what you're doing is you download the file details. So you download the PIM or PPK by clicking this link, and then you change the permission, and then you connect using that particular key to the public IP address. So this time, since it's Amazon Linux 2 installed in this, so I'd rather connect using EC2 Instance Connect via the browser. So it's easy instead of downloading all this stuff. So this is done. So next thing I'm going to do is AWS configure. So how do I configure it? Details. So here's the access key, and it's asking for secret. Let me paste the secret. US West 2, and format would be JSON. Let's try EC2. Wait, it's AWS EC2 describe instances. Yes, I could do it. So it's configured. Let's move to the next task. It says we need to create an EC2 instance. So let me go to SysOps activity file starters. So we have a create LAMP instance and user data. So let's back up the create script. Copy create.sh to create.backup. So here's backup file for this one. Now let's actually check what's inside. It has some scripts that will launch our instance. You can learn more about it in these files. So it contains a shebang instruction. So I'd want to skip this, and you would also want to check the user data. Okay, let's do it. So it basically enables HTTPD and all those things. Okay, so try running the script. So let's run create.sh. So this script will indeed in fact use the create LAMP stack user data. So the instance type is too small, the profile is default, it's trying to look up account values. It might take some time. It found the subnet ID, it found the key, but it couldn't find the AMI ID, right? So it's creating a new security group, and it actually created it, and then now it complains me about expected one argument on image ID. Since we don't have any image ID, so this error makes sense, right? So let's troubleshoot it. It says something. Let's try PI. So we should have run instance. It's running instance here with the $image ID. So there should be a variable called $image ID. So let's check for it. Here's the image ID. Checking for PopCafe instance AMI ID. Here it is. This one, right? This one. So it basically does AWS EC2 describe images, but those images was owners is Amazon. So actually, let me go to EC2, control click, it opens in a new tab. Let me go to AMI. in fact, let's do a thing. I want to search for, we're searching for this name, right? AMI name. So let's search on the US East 1 if we do have a name equals to this thing. So it doesn't have any AMI name with this, so that's where the error comes from. So what we could do, maybe AMI name equals to, so we need x86, we need the AMI for x86 64 and general purpose too, right? So here's the version. So instead of using the exact version, let me search for this thing. So I get many AMIs, but also if we check here, owner should be Amazon, right? So owners alias equals to Amazon. So it should be filtered out only those AMIs who have owner alias as Amazon is listed. So if I go this site, and it should give me date, it's February 2021, and I go with October 2021. It's the latest one, right? But it is for the ARM CPU, it's not for the x86 64 GP2 which we needed, so I'd instead go with this one. Okay. So I copy this, I go to the Vim, and I skip. I'm pressing W to traverse to the words, and I press D12 W to remove 12 words. So DW to remove one by one. So I remove the words by DW. I'm pressing I to insert, and I'm pressing Shift and Insert to paste what's on my clipboard. So with this, let me try commenting these things with Control V. I open a visual block and I press Shift and Z to go to the last file, and I press Shift and I to insert, and I put a hash and I press escape. So all of these blocks are commented. So basically I am trying to execute only up to logging the image ID. So let me WQ. I actually did skip colon WQ to write and quit. So let me execute the script again, ./create.sh. So maybe it will find that particular AMI. So I'm just concerned whether it gives me the AMI ID. The output should be 8315. It's looking up for account values. It takes some time, possibly. Okay, it says it found the VPC, it found the reason, it found the. Okay, now we have 8315, which is as expected, right? So 8315 as expected. So it's good to go. Vi create.sh. So let me uncomment this. Again, I press Ctrl V to for the visual block. I press Shift and Z to go to the last. I press X to delete everything. So I press Escape. And let's try running with this thing, right? Write and quit. WQ and ./create.sh. Let's do it again. But if you notice in the previous execution, we actually created a security group. That's why it might ask us to delete the security group, because that's what written inside the script. Okay, so if we go to instances, I just have a CLI host, and it's found the key. It's found the AMI ID. It asked me if I want to delete the security group. I type yes. Okay, it's deleting it now. Okay, it's created a security group. When calling the run instance, does not exist. All right, why does it not exist? Creating in US East 1. It said creating in US East 1. Let me see if it's actually doing the same thing. Describe instances. It's describing security groups. AWS create security groups, open ports, opening port. Okay, EC2 run instances. So actually, I do have US West 2. I actually don't want to launch it in the US West 2, right? I actually want to do it in the US East 1. So East 1, right and quit, and I run the script again. US East 1. So it should possibly succeed now. It actually asks you to troubleshoot, locate the line, bash script. So basically, I'm doing the same as instructed here. Run instance succeed. We didn't succeed yet, but maybe it will succeed now. The issue was we had our AMI in the US East 1, and it was hard coded for US East 2. So that was where the problem was. So it created an instance with the instance ID. So if I go here and I refresh it, I get a mom pop cafe server which is pending, and it's got an IP address. Most probably, yeah, it's given me this one. Let me copy, paste it here. It shouldn't work. Okay, it's pending, right? So it's fine. It's still pending, and what it says is the call to run instance succeeds. Okay, we succeeded it, and public IP address is assigned to the new instance. It's assigned. However, when you try to SSH to connect the instance with a key pair file, you cannot. Yes, you cannot, because the security group does not allow. Okay, the security group actually allows it, but what's the problem? So CLI host, actually mom pop cafe server, I try to connect it. So when I try to, with EC2 instance connect, I can do it because the systems manager is installed. But if I try to connect with SSH, it says no associated key pair. So what we're gonna do is AWS EC2 CLI key pair, create key pair, EC2 use key pair, maybe. Create instance with key pair. Try this. EC2 create key pair, create a new. Okay, extract the public key, keys in. Okay. You copy and save somewhere safely, connect to your. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to do this long. AWS EC2 use key pair. It's CLI. We are not interested in this thing, right? Okay. Let me check the code. Extract instance ID. So I actually have the key, but it's not AWS EC2 run instance. AWS EC2 run instance use key pair with CLI. Okay, run instance CLI. It has too much. So this is where I'm interested in. Dash key name my key pair, right? So I'll copy it. I'll go to the instance connect, and I'll basically add something here. Dash. Okay. I did it in the clipboard, so better paste it. And I actually made a variable called key, right? So that should be somewhere VPC subnet ID key pair. Yeah, this variable called key has the key. It's for key, and now I have used it on the AWS create EC2 run instance. So I've specified the key name, right, and quit. Let's run this thing again. So it basically oh my god, signed out. Never mind. Let's see if the AWS configuration is still alive. Oh wow, it's still alive. So SysOps start okay. AWS Management Console EC2, and I hope to find 2 instance, one still running. ./create.sh, and it basically should remove this and create a new instance. It's not executed yet, so it's found the VPC reason subnet ID key. It's found the AMI ID as well. I would want to delete the previously created, so I deleted the instance. It will maybe ask me to remove the security group as well. So it's sorting down. I hope it's sorting down. Let's close this. It's sorting down. Cool. Okay, it's still maybe it's on sleep for 10 seconds or something. It's work in the background. I hope so. It's terminated. All right. So the script should do something about it. Yeah, I did it and found existing security group. I want to delete this as well and create a new one. So it's opened the port, it's created the security group, and it's created the instance, and it's waiting for a public IP. So most probably this one is terminated and it's pending, and it's got a public IP address, and it's done. It's created, but I'd expect this not to work yet. So let's move to issue 2. Issue 1 is solved, right? The call to run instance we succeeded, and public IP address was assigned yes. When you try to access to connect to the instance with the key pair file, you cannot connect. Now let's try to connect it. Instances. I hope it's this one. Connect. And if I go to assets, it says use the voki.pem, right? Which means I've actually, since I've specified the key, so it's used the key to attach the key to the EC2 instance. So I need the voki.pem. If you really want to do it, you could so and download the PEM or PPK as per your operating system and connect it. So this issue is solved. Try connecting the web page. So let's connect the web page. It's not loading. Let's try this. It's not working. So the first thing I would like to check when it's not working is try connecting. Says tips the web server runs on port 80. Says to connect STPD if the service is running. So first let's actually check the what it's called a security group for this running instance. Security, it's running on port 80, but here's port 8080, so I'd want to change the security inbound rules. I want to make it 80, save rules, and if I go here again, I'd expect hello from the web server. Come on. Okay, this is my instance. Details. This is the IP address. Just give me something good. 10. Why is it so? So it didn't give me, right? Okay, maybe it's because of the user data. So let's try. Let's VI into the create user data. Let's see. So what it's done is it's enabled HTTPD. It started MariaDB. Started MariaDB. Hello from your web server. Okay, I should at least get hello from your web server, right? I should have gotten this. Just private IP address, public IP address. I should get a DNS. I didn't get one. Okay, yeah, the script was loading. Now I got hello from your web server. Okay, fine. So, but now actually, okay, this was, okay, let's try this as well. So if I install nmap, what I could do with nmap is, I've installed the nmap. Basically, I copy the IP address and map dash capital P and if I paste the public IP address, it lists me the open ports it can access. So it says 22 and 80 are open. I opened the 80 port and I opened the 22 port. So whenever you are stuck with the port issue, you'd want to debug it with nmap. So that's a takeaway. Test the web page again and okay, verify the user script data ran. So I can see the output of init or maybe cloud init, I guess. So it says is CLI host finished. Output.log. So it says chown. It says is saved. Sudo. Okay, I wouldn't want to do sudo. Let's see this. Okay, it denies me the permission. Create lamp stack.sh saved you. Instance. Create lamp instance. Change mode x. Touch bmrc. This thing. The source. Doesn't seem like it did it. There should be no error message. It should also see messages that download and extracted on this instance. Anyway, let's view the entire log file. I don't trust this guy. So it says set hostname. Create lamp instance. It used the user data. Let me check the user data again. So it did this one. It did this. did it all right. So what's the issue? The terminal one for this. I want to copy the address and open it. Functionality of new website / this stuff. It's working. There's no issue. So it says choose the menu, submit order. Okay, I'll do it for you. Let's do this. I don't know, $7. I owe somebody $7. Submitted the order. So okay, I have the order history of $7, 3, 6.5, 7. All right, so the order confirmation page, it's done. The order details are being captured and it says lab complete. I would end the lab here, and I've done the lab. It's terminating. Fine.